G'day YouTube, welcome back to my channel Bonsai Works. I'm David. Today I'm just going to take you through a walkthrough of the garden in our late summer here in Melbourne, Australia. We haven't had much of a summer, to be honest. It's been quite mild and the trees have been interesting. So a lot of the Japanese maples have already started to colour up, and it's late February now, early March, and things are just colouring up already, which is really unusual. I'm not sure why. This though is the trident maple that you see in a lot of my videos behind me on my right. But here's a closer view of the tree. Now I'm actually trying to get this ready for our club exhibition that's coming up in May. It's the 15th and 16th of May, and I'll have more details for you if you're in Melbourne especially, to come down and have a look and visit. So this is a beautiful Japanese pot. It's a Yamafusa pot that it's in. The trunk's really nice and starting to look that beautiful trident maple look, and the tree's quite substantial, so it's a big close tree and I really enjoy it, and it's doing really well. And just next to it is my famous Ruda trident maple with the rock that's growing alongside it. It's definitely a standout tree, one of my favourites in my collection. And you can see the beautiful canopy it's got. It's a very traditional looking tree, so it's got the typical kind of style, but I was trying to fill it out more to make it more looking deciduous. So that's what I'm working on. I might put this in the show, not 100% sure. I'll just wait and see how it colours up in autumn, because it's a May show. We should have colouring on maples by then. Here's another trident maple, looking really nice too, starting to really fill out and become a very deciduous looking tree. So there's a few trident maples in a row that you've seen before, so looking good. Now we'll go up to this Japanese maple. It's the Cascade one that I really love, this long branch of. Now you notice the colour, see how it's really starting to colour up. I've seen that with pretty much everyone's trees in Melbourne. They've pushed out this colour this year early, so it could be just because we haven't really had much hot weather at all. It's been very mild here in Melbourne. We haven't had many, if any, 40-degree days, to be honest. And usually we get substantial days of that. So this is a lovely, it's doing well. See how it's colouring already. Nice full tree. Let's move on to this trident maple. Now this one's coming along really well. Now you'll see the left hand side here still being worked on. The right side's pretty nice, but the left hand side I'm trying to get these branches to really fill out. So I've cut them back already, but they need a bit of work in terms of getting spread out and making a bit more big of a canopy. So I'll work on that next year. The base is just fantastic. It's got a little small trunk over that side to create that tree, this side of the tree. But yeah, just got to work on this side. And another Japanese maple. Now you can see what I mean by the colouring. It's already starting to colour, and it's only February, late February, early March, which is the last bit of summer. Hasn't really even hit autumn yet, but we're starting to see some colouring already. It's another, you would have seen this many times in my posts. There's a lovely trunk. It's starting to get really nice and white. And see how that look. I'm not sure how that will look. Maybe it could be in the show. I'm not sure, 100% sure just yet, but we'll see how that goes. Just speaking about the show, this is the exhibition we've got on for the club. If you're in Melbourne, it's the 15th, 16th of May 2021, 10 to 4. It's at the Footscray Community Arts Centre. If you've been there before, you would know it quite well. I'll be there all weekend, as I'm the president of the club, so you can get in contact with me, or there's some more club details if you want. Click pause if you want on there, but that's on the 15th, 16th of May 2021, so I'll be promoting that throughout my videos till that date, and hope to see many of you there. Continuing the walk through the garden is this trident maple group. It's actually done really well this year and really started to ramify and have much more branching. Bit of work still left, a lot more work, because I'm slowly recovering this tree in terms of adding more trees into it. The seedlings at the back are all doing really well. Some nice long shoots in here which have really taken off, which I have to trim back but we'll get to that. But that's done really well in a beautiful handmade Japanese Yamafusa pot that's probably 30 years ago was done, handmade and imported into Australia. So lovely looking tree. If you remember earlier this year I did this 3-tree spruce group. Still very healthy, very strong. Lots of buds, lots of new buds. Had a little bit of dieback here and there on some weak branches, but nothing too worrying. So looking good. I'm happy with it. I'm just going to move across to one of my black pines. You would have seen me do a few videos on that already. Now you can come in and see it's now towards the end of the summer, and you'll see now the new candles or buds that have come up. It's been pretty good. You see a lot of there's a 3. See how there's 1, 2, 3. You know, they're still nice and small. We don't touch them still until for another couple of months before we bud select all those. A bit of bird fluff. There you can see all the nice new new buds at the cut sites, and that's what you want to see on a black pine. I've also done a video on this spruce. Quite a nice tall tree, really tall. Weeds are gaining a bit too much, but it's starting to really take shape. Looks really starting to fill out nicely. You can see there's a tree on that side. Then we've got another tree there, kind of thing, another apex. And then we've got the top. So there's almost like a 3 trees to make up the one tree. So I've got to have a look at the wire. I think the wire's been on long enough. I've got to maybe take it off, but we'll see how we go. Another black pine. You've probably seen this one before too. It's that one on a slant. It's got a really unusual kind of angle. But look at the buds. Lots of nice buds. Some are a little bit longer than others, but it's looking alright. It's looking actually pretty good, pretty uniform, and we're looking good. Yeah, my little famous little Shimpakus that I love. They're looking nice and healthy, strong, easy to carry. Got a few of them here. Hang on, there's another one. It's looking nice and healthy. Done videos on those recently, so you would have seen them. And you can see the colour starting to happen on some of the trees, you know, like some of this root over rock. See how the colours are very early this year, very early, surprisingly early. You know, and then there's these ones here. This is a nice on the rock one that I've shown you before. Look at the colour already, and it's only late Feb, early March. You don't start to see these colours until probably May. So very unusual this time of year. Small maples. This one you've just seen the video on it. It's looking awesome. This is going to be a super little tree in the future. Obviously way over potted right now, but I think in the future it's going to be really nice small pot. Look really good with it. And here's a little maple that you always bring up, and even that's changed a lot of colours. So you can see what's happened this year. It's been a bit unusual with colour. Nice little elms even colouring up already too. So there you go. Another little, I love this trident maple. It's a big one with a big base, pretty small tree, easy to hold with 2 hands. It's come up really good. See, and you can see the colour already on it too. Very unusual. And I just want to finish on this very nice large black pine. You see the big radiata behind it actually, but this nice black pine, again, nice, lots of buds, looking really nice, filling out well. Let them elongate until May, and then we'll have a lot of bud selection, bud plucking we need to do. So to there. I've seen some ones actually. There's some areas that are just getting 1 bud, which is interesting, but a lot of them at least 2, so that's good. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed the little walkthrough of the garden. As I said, I'm just a hobbyist. I don't have a nursery or anything. I've just got a backyard. It's a very small courtyard actually, and I'll cram as much trees as I can in that courtyard. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed the little walkthrough. See you next time.